Good Morning Indiana is sponsored by Armor Air. From Indy streaming news leader, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
Today, a man accused of killing an IMPD officer will face a jury for the first time. Right now at 5, we're live with why prosecutors are not seeking the death penalty. Plus, check your fridge. This morning, dozens of products containing cheese are at the center of an expanding recall. And then the Kansas City Chiefs are Super Bowl champions for the second straight year. This morning, we're looking at what makes last night's big game unique. Hello to you and good morning on a Monday. I'm Mark Mullins in for Lauren Casey this morning. We start here with meteorologist Todd Clausen. Todd, another work week, but a big week for Indianapolis.
Yeah, obviously all eyes are on the weekend forecast as we bring in all the all-star events. And for the most part, we look like we'll be in pretty good shape for that. Your temperatures here this morning are starting off in the 20s and 30s. Not bad. And this entire month, our temperatures have been running well above normal. And that trend really kind of continues here as we work our way throughout the week. The mornings, though, have been chilly. 31 in Bloomington right now, 34 in Indy, 27 Kokomo to Logansport, 28's the current temperature in Monticello. Here's a live look in Carmel, where they had to cancel those winter games over the weekend because of the warm conditions. But nonetheless, a pretty pleasant morning across the area. You see a little bit of feedback here on the radar with this little band of cloud cover. Most of us start off with some sunshine here this morning, and then as we work our way into the afternoon hours, more in the way of cloud cover. But we will miss out on this storm system. It may bring a little bit of a light rain snow mixture to as far as southern portions of central Indiana here later on this evening, but most of us remain dry with just increasing clouds. And once again today, we're looking at temperatures that'll be topping off in the mid-40s across the area.
Todd, thank you. Now to the traffic maps, all green across the Indy metro area. Giving you a live look right now, I-465 at US 36 at Pendleton Pike there. It is smooth sailing here at this early hour, 5:02. This morning, the jury trial for a man accused of killing IMPD officer Breanne Leith is set to get underway. WRTV's Jessica Grundling is live outside the Community Justice Center with the latest here. And Jessica, just a few weeks ago, we learned Dorsey will not face the death penalty in this case.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. It was in January that the Marion County Prosecutor's Office announced that Elias Dorsey had been deemed mentally ill, meaning he is now ineligible for the death penalty. Now, Dorsey is accused of killing Officer Breanne Leith during a domestic disturbance call. Leith and 3 other officers went to an apartment complex near 21st and Shadeland on the city's east side and knocked on a door. Prosecutors say Dorsey fired shots through the door, hitting Leith in the head. Dorsey also shot and injured a woman who tried to run from the apartment. He told police he thought someone was trying to get him, so he fired his gun when he heard a knock at the door. Dorsey has been charged with murder, 4 counts of attempted murder, criminal confinement, and battery. Leith was only 24 years old at the time and had been with the department for 2 years. Now, this trial is set to start at 8:30 this morning. We will be inside the courtroom and we'll bring you the latest starting on the news at 5 and, of course, on the WRTV mobile app. Live in Indianapolis, Jessica Grundling, WRTV.
Jessica, thank you. Today, a man facing charges in connection to a Muncie mass shooting last summer is expected in court. Muncie police say the chaos from the shooting resulted in 1 death and at least 20 people were injured. John Vance Jr. is facing charges of aggravated battery, unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon, and criminal recklessness. So far, Vance is the only person charged in connection with the shooting, but he is not charged in connection with the 1 victim's death. This morning, a teenager faces charges in connection to a Castleton shooting, leaving another person in critical condition. The shooting happened around 1:30 Saturday morning on Thornapple Lane. That's near 96th and Allisonville Road. Police believe the victim and the suspect know each other. Cleanup continues in southern Indiana this morning after a tornado touched down early Saturday. The National Weather Service says the EF1 tornado touched down near Underwood in Clark County. Winds reached an estimated 90 miles per hour. The Clark County EMA also reports some straight line wind damage. Well, the NBA's biggest weekend of the year is now just 4 days away. Basketball fans will be in Indy this weekend for the NBA All-Star Game and all the events surrounding it. But some businesses might be even more excited. The Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association says that the basketball bonanza is a huge assist. Hotel rooms in and around downtown have been sold out for All-Star Weekend for months. Nearby restaurants are also preparing for a rush of customers. The association says Indy's history with conventions and big events has prepared the city for this shining moment.
There's always pressure of getting it right, but at the same time, we've always gotten it right. So we usually go above and beyond, and that's what you're going to see with the fan experience at the convention center. This is the largest one, the NBA All-Star Game, and it's not just by a little, it's by a lot.
The All-Star celebration officially starts with an event at Bicentennial Unity Plaza Thursday night. It will be followed by a deep roster of games, concerts, and other entertainment. Sickle cell disease impacts more than 1,600 Hoosiers across the state. Today, advocates will gather at the State House to ask for funding to help patients. Sickle cell is a genetic blood disorder that primarily impacts the black community. It affects red blood cells and can cause extreme pain, swelling, and infections. Advocates and those currently dealing with the disease say lawmakers need to invest more funding into programming and into organizations to help patients. Well, now to a consumer alert. This morning, more than 5 dozen dairy products are being recalled for listeria. It has expanded to more than 5 dozen. That recall started last week with Rizzo Lopez Foods recalling dozens of dairy products. They included cheese, yogurt, and sour cream sold at Whole Foods. The recall now includes enchiladas, bean dip, dressings, and sauces. The new products are from Trader Joe's, Costco, and Simply Fresh. They were made with an ingredient that Rizzo Lopez Foods supplied. You can see all the products that are part of the recall on the FDA's website. Time now is 5:06 here on your Monday morning. The best 4 days in gaming will bring nearly 70,000 people to the Circle City this summer. But this morning, fans are flocking to get tickets to the show. Sales for Gen Con badges went live on Sunday. Now, Gen Con is the largest tabletop game convention in North America. Gamers will take over the Indianapolis Convention Center, Lucas Oil Stadium, and surrounding hotels August 1st through the 4th. 4-day badges are $143. Single-day prices vary by day. Anyone 11 and older must have a badge to attend. Well, this morning, the Kansas City Chiefs are the first back-to-back Super Bowl champs in 19 years. The Chiefs rallied to beat the San Francisco 49ers in overtime to become the NFL's 9 repeat Super Bowl champs. It's the team's 3rd Super Bowl win in 5 years. Well, the game was mostly boring until fourth quarter, becoming the second in Super Bowl history to go into OT. But quarterback Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs would make a touchdown with just seconds left on the clock to get the win. This morning, Mahomes says he's already preparing for next year's game.
I'm going to celebrate tonight. I'm going to celebrate at the parade, and then I'm going to do whatever I can to be back in this game next year and trying to go for that three-peat. So it's an ongoing thing in the NFL. I think Tom said it best, is once you win that championship and you have those parades and you get those rings, you're not the champ anymore. You have to come back with that same mentality, and I learned from guys like that have been the greatest of all time at the top of the level. And so that's my mindset, is I'm going to celebrate with my guys because of how we done this, but then we're going to work our way to get back to this game next year.
The biggest story surrounding the Chiefs this season is perhaps the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. The music icon spent much of the game in a suite surrounded by celebrities, including Blake Lively, Ice Spice, and Lana Del Rey. She flew across 9 time zones and the international date line from Tokyo to arrive in Las Vegas about 2 hours before kickoff. After the Chiefs' winning touchdown, Swift joined Kelce on the field for a kiss, as you see there. This morning, we want to know what you thought of Usher's halftime show. Give it a rating by heading to WRTV.com/vote now or by opening the push alert that we sent to your phone. I think that the most impressive thing about that show, Todd, was that Usher was on roller skates and didn't fall.
All right. That's pretty good. I know. I asked you if you saw it, and you're like, I did. I was like, I was in bed.
Right. It was a late one.
You mentioned the game was a little boring, and I was like, 10-0. I'm like, at halftime, I was like, I'm going to bed here. And I was like, get up so early. I was like, I'm not staying
Right,
up.
but you didn't fly across 9 times.
Well, no. I mean, I went like 3 miles to get to work. So, see if the Chiefs go for the three-peat next year.
Right.
Let's hope not, right? Let's hope the Colts are in there next year.
Somebody's got to be an underdog, right?
Right, absolutely. All right, there's a storm system down to our south here this morning, and it'll be there as we work our way throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours as well. It'll bring some portions of the state the potential here for a little bit of a wind country mix. We'll talk more about that, Mark, coming up in Maine weather in just a couple minutes.
All right, Todd, this morning there is new fallout for former President Donald Trump in the race for the White House. Still ahead here on this Monday, the reason why he's threatening to not protect NATO allies if he's reelected. Plus, nearly 6 million Americans live with Alzheimer's. This morning, the medication now connected to a lower likelihood of being diagnosed with the disease. Out on the roadways, it is smooth sailing if you're heading out. 10 minutes past 5 o'clock, getting a live look right now. I-465 at Pendleton Pike. We're back with you for more of Good Morning Indiana right after this. It is 13 minutes past 5 o'clock here on your Monday morning. Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. Taking you on the roadways this morning, getting a live look at I-70 at High School Road. As you see, traffic is picking up, but traffic is moving up to speed at this time. No issues to tell you about. We also checked in at IND. No flight issues there either. Now to the 2024 race for the White House. Former President Donald Trump is under fire for saying he would not want to protect NATO allies from future attacks. This morning, ABC's M. Nguyen has the latest on the comments and how his campaign opponents are responding to that.
Former President Trump drawing fierce backlash from Democrats and some Republicans after suggesting if he were elected again, the U.S. would not protect NATO countries that aren't spending enough on defense. Trump declaring he would even urge Russia to attack an American ally.
No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay.
President Joe Biden sharply criticizing Trump's words as appalling and dangerous. The White House calling those comments unhinged. The current head of NATO warning that Trump is putting the safety of U.S. troops and their allies at risk. GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley also condemning Trump, saying his approach to boost defense spending was all wrong.
The last thing we ever want to do is side with Russia.
Haley also questioning Trump's mental competency after Trump questioned her husband's military service, claiming Haley's husband deployed to Africa to get away from her.
If you mock the service of a combat veteran, you don't deserve a driver's license, let alone being president of the United States.
Haley then focused her age-related attacks against both Trump and Biden. As the new poll shows, 86% of Americans think 81-year-old Biden is too old for another term. That includes 59% who believe he and 77-year-old Trump are too old. Haley again called for both Biden and Trump to take a mental acuity test.
Donald Trump claims that he would pass that. Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't.
Meanwhile, the Senate passed a key test vote on a foreign aid bill that would send assistance to Israel and Ukraine. 18 Republicans helped advance the legislation despite opposition from former President Donald Trump. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
5:15 o'clock on this Monday. This morning, a Missouri woman faces charges after her infant was found in the oven. The child had already had severe burns and died when first responders found it. The mother told police she thought she was putting the 1-month-old down for a nap in its crib. Court documents didn't specify how the mistake was made. The woman is now charged with child endangerment. A man whose family's gender reveal photo shoot in 2020 sparked a deadly Southern California fire has pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter. The El Dorado fire started when Refugio and Angelina Jimenez and their young children staged a baby gender reveal at the foot of the San Bernardino Mountains. Well, Charles Morton, the leader of the elite Big Bear Interagency Hot Squad, was killed days later. An attorney for the couple says they've wanted to speak publicly about the fire, but they can't because of the ongoing federal litigation. This morning, more than 20 million people are under a winter storm watch across the Northeast. The wintry weather could impact your travel plans to places like Boston and Hartford, Connecticut. The nor'easter is expected to develop early this week and could dump as much as a foot of snow in some areas by tomorrow night. This new round of winter weather is part of the storm system bringing severe weather to the Gulf Coast and the Southeast. And Todd, you're keeping an eye on the maps here. We might just get a little bit of something from that system.
Yeah, I'll show you here in just a second, Mark. There's some counties in far southern Indiana that are under a winter weather advisory for later on tonight and into the day tomorrow. But as a whole, that storm system is going to miss us here in central Indiana. All is quiet this morning as you start off the new work week and the kids head off to school. There's the view from downtown off towards the west. 34, that's your current temperature. Feels like 26 when you factor in these winds. winds that are to the north at 10 miles per hour. 31 in Bloomington right now, 27 in Monticello. So there are some locations that are at or just below freezing across the area. And as we go throughout the day today, though, our temperatures will moderate, and once again we will be above normal later on this afternoon. The normal high is right around 40 degrees this time of year. There's this little band of cloud cover that's set up right across the central portion of the state, and this is just a lot of feedback coming in on the radar. There's no snow out there this morning, and as we go forward throughout the day, we'll keep an eye on that storm system that Mark was alluding to that's going to eventually become a nor'easter on the East Coast. The main low is moving through Atlanta with some heavier rainfall. Here's the secondary low with some snow on the backside of it. It's this secondary low that's going to track through Kentucky and then eventually merge into a big low on the East Coast. And we're just going to be on the northern fringe of this system as it makes its way through. Most of us today don't even see a drop of rain or a flake in the forecast, and we'll see just increasing clouds after some sunshine this morning and temperatures that'll be topping off in the mid-40s. Now, as you work your way into Kentucky, though, there will be some heavy rainfall as we get going into the evening hours, and then it changes over to some heavier wet snow, but that happens to the south and east of us. But if you are in southern locations, or if you're driving to the south here as we work our way throughout the evening hours into Kentucky, you are going to run into some issues. Here's this winter weather advisory for places like Madison and Jeffersonville as you work your way down towards the Louisville area. It does not include any counties here in central Indiana, but just be aware conditions will get worse as you go south with that storm system. This evening, again, there could be a hit or miss rain shower in southern locations. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will be falling into the 40s. And then eventually, as you wake up tomorrow morning, pretty similar to what we have going on right now with temperatures that are right around the freezing mark. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we're back up into the 40s with skies that'll be mostly sunny throughout the afternoon. As we work our way into Wednesday, there could be a rain or snow shower in the morning, but nothing major here across the area. And here's your 7-day planning forecast. Wednesday, Valentine's Day, 50 degrees, not bad. More rain on Thursday, and then could be a little rain snow mixture on Friday. But for All-Star Weekend, it looks to be pretty dry but chilly, with temperatures in the 20s to start and 30s and 40s for the afternoon highs.
Todd, thank you. Let's take you up to the northwest side of Indianapolis there, up to Whitestown. This is I-65 at Whitestown Parkway. As you can see, a few drivers on the road at this time. In fact, we got a drive time for you, 16 minutes from Whitestown Parkway there at I-65 to the North Split. And take you outside to I-70 at State Road 9 in Greenfield. Quiet out there this morning for a Monday. 18 minutes to the North Split from this spot. We'll keep you updated on any trouble spots we might find as the rush hour picks up. A popular erectile dysfunction drug may also reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. Researchers looked at the medical records of nearly 270,000 men. They found those taking Viagra were 18% less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease. The research did not uncover possible reasons why. Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia. It impacts more than 6 million people in the U.S. age 65 or older. Residents at a Florida apartment complex find an unexpected visitor hopping around their neighborhood. Coming up, where the visitor came from and how residents managed to get him back on the right path. Time now is 5:21. It is Monday at 5:24 a.m. You're watching Good Morning Indiana on WRTV, giving you a live look outside I-65 at State Road 44. Very quiet out there at this early hour. From this spot, 15 minutes to the I-465 ramps. We'll keep you updated if we see any trouble spots to know about on your morning commute. Well, now to a site you would expect to see somewhere in Australia and not necessarily an apartment complex here in the U.S. Someone called 911 after spotting a kangaroo hopping around a Florida apartment complex. Look at that. Residents were able to trap their hopping visitor in a gated area near the pool. The roo was reunited with its owner after proper registration was verified. Now, the sheriff's office didn't say how the kangaroo got free, but Florida law allows you to keep them as pets with the right permit. And by the way, the kangaroo's name is Hopper, which we think seems appropriate there. Had no idea that Florida allowed that or how that even became a law, right?
If there's one state where you all these pickle laws, it's Florida.
It's gonna be Florida, right?
Right? So like you're eating now, like, I'm not really all that surprised. Right?
I would keep my distance from those things. You don't know, because I think they just kick.
They kick you. They can get you. I've been to Australia once.
Had a game close, didn't you?
Well, kept my distance. I wasn't about to get in a fight, that's for sure. All right, outside right now, we're dealing with quiet conditions across the area. That'll change a little bit as we go throughout the day for some of you. If you're in southern locales today, you'll have the opportunity for some light rain and eventually maybe a few snow showers mixed in. But otherwise, we're sitting in the 20s and 30s this morning, 34 in Greencastle, 28 in Lafayette. Little band of cloud cover across the central portion of the state. The white you see there is just a little feedback on radar. Not actual snow, but there is snow from Kansas City down towards Oklahoma City, and that quickly moves off to the east and south of us here throughout the day today. So we start with some sunshine. You'll notice the clouds increase throughout the day today with temperatures in the mid-40s. Then mainly after sunset, there will be the chance of some rain and snow showers in far southern portions of the state. More on that, Mark, coming up in just a couple minutes.
See you soon, Todd. Thank you. Do you still have a lottery ticket? Just ahead here on Good Morning Indiana, where a Powerball ticket worth 50 grand was sold over the weekend. Traffic picking up as you head into the downtown area. A live look at I-70, I-65 at the north split there. Pack your patience this morning. 526. Back with you after this.
Good Morning Indiana is sponsored by Armor Air. From Indy streaming news leader, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
Today, a man accused of killing an IMPD officer will face a jury for the first time. This morning, why prosecutors are not seeking the death penalty. 4 newborns have been safely surrendered across the country so far this year. This morning, the new resource opening for mothers in crisis today in Johnson County. And the NBA All-Star Game is just 4 days from tipping off. This morning, we're live with how 2 local nonprofits will benefit from Indy's big moment. Good morning to you on a Monday. It is 5:30. I'm Mark Mullins in for Lauren Casey alongside meteorologist Todd Clausen. Todd, I got to tell you, so last weekend, all eyes were on Vegas.
Right.
This weekend, all eyes will be right here on Indy.
It's fun. You know, I took advantage of the nice weather walking around downtown.
Right.
You know, and all the banners are going up, all the street signs are changed to the NBA teams, and you can already feel there's just a lot more people walking around downtown.
Right, and so many of the buildings downtown are banners, full banners.
Right, yeah. And it's awesome to see. You know, we did such a good job with the Super Bowl, and it's been great kind of seeing the planning here going up to the All-Star Game. It's going to be a fun weekend, and it looks like the weather's going to cooperate. Today, the weather cooperates for most of us as well as you get going here after. Maybe some of you stayed up a little late for the Super Bowl. Temperatures are sitting in the 20s and the 30s. 31 in Bloomington, 35 in Shelbyville, 27 as you make your way up into the Kokomo and Monticello area and around the metro area. Temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark. 32 in Fortville, as 33 in Avon, and 31 is your current temperature in Noblesville. Skies are mainly clear here this morning across most of the area. We have one little band of cloud cover that is out there. But here is your view from the top of the Salesforce Tower off in the distance, and you can see visibility is not an issue for us. Here's that little band of cloud cover, but the storm system we're watching is actually to our south. This will quickly make its way to the east, but it mainly passes through Kentucky. It just gives us a little tiny glancing blow with some rain and snow showers later on this evening. If you did see some of the snow showers, the ground is so warm, little to no impact on the ground. You just may see a few flakes, and that should be just about it. But from Indy to the north, I think we're in pretty good shape here throughout the day today. Some sunshine to start, more in the way of clouds as the afternoon goes on, and high temperatures today, Mark, once again above normal into the mid-40s.
Sounds good to me, Todd. Thank you. To the traffic maps now, and we're seeing all green this morning. No issues to report to you. We're giving you a live look right now. I-69 at Ohio Street in Martinsville. If you got somewhere to go this morning, this is the time to do it before more people get out on the roadways. This morning, the jury trial for a man accused of killing IMPD officer Breanne Leith is set to get underway. WRTV's Jessica Grunling is live outside the Community Justice Center with the latest on this case. And Jessica, just a few weeks ago, we did learn that Dorsey will not face the death penalty in this case.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. It was just in January that the Marion County Prosecutor's Office announced that Dorsey had been deemed mentally ill, meaning he is now ineligible for the death penalty. Now, Dorsey is accused of killing Officer Breanne Leith during a domestic disturbance call. Leith and 3 other officers went to an apartment complex near 21st and Shadeland on the city's east side and knocked on a door. Prosecutors say Dorsey fired shots through the door, hitting Leith in the head. Dorsey also shot and injured a woman who tried to run from the apartment. He told police he thought someone was trying to get him, so he fired his gun when he heard a knock at the door. Dorsey has been charged with murder, 4 counts of attempted murder, criminal confinement, and battery. Leith was only 24 years old at the time and had been with the department for 2 years. Now, trial is set to start at 8:30 this morning. We will be inside the courtroom and bring you the latest updates starting on the news at 5 and, of course, on the WRTV mobile app. Live in Indianapolis, Jessica Grunling, WRTV.
Jessica, thank you. Today, the man accused of hitting and killing Indiana State Police Trooper Aaron Smith is expected in a Hendricks County courtroom. Prosecutors say 18-year-old Eddie Jones of Sikeston, Missouri, was driving a stolen SUV when he hit Smith on June 28th. Jones is charged with murder in Trooper Smith's death. His trial is scheduled to start on March 19th. This morning, Metro Police are looking for those responsible for a deadly shooting. It happened just after 11 o'clock Friday night on the city's north side. Officers were called to East 38th and Delaware Streets and found a man who had been shot. He died at the hospital. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number 317-262-TIPS. The Wayne Township Fire Department says it's investigating what caused a garage fire. Firefighters were called North Worth Avenue and West Market Street. Firefighters say they quickly put out the flames. We can tell you no injuries were reported in this. Today, community leaders will bless a new Safe Haven baby box in Johnson County. It's at the Bargersville Fire Department, Station 201 on State Road 135. The box is the 114th Safe Haven baby box in our state. The boxes allow mothers in crisis to anonymously and safely surrender newborns without the fear of prosecution. This year, 4 newborns have been surrendered through a Safe Haven baby box across the country. If you bought a Powerball ticket here in Indianapolis, there's a chance you might be $50,000 richer. The ticket managed to match 4 white balls and the red Powerball from Saturday's drawing. The winning ticket was sold at the Indy Marathon at West 79th and Michigan Road. By the way, Saturday's winning numbers were 27, 28, 34, 37, 44, with a Powerball number of 8. The next Powerball drawing is tonight. That jackpot is an estimated $270 million. All eyes are on Indy this morning as we officially kick off All-Star Week. The Circle City will host its first NBA All-Star game in nearly 40 years this weekend. And WRTV's Nico Panisi is live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse with how it'll also help 2 local nonprofits. Interested to hear this one, Nico?
Good morning, Mark. Yeah, about 125,000 visitors are expected here in Indianapolis for the All-Star Game. They're coming from across the globe here to celebrate. And additionally to that, when you can expect to see a battle of who's best in the NBA here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. But there's a lot more to it than that. Every year, the NBA All-Star Game selects 2 charities in the host city that will be represented by the East and West teams. Both charities are given a $100,000 donation, and the winning team's charity will be given an additional $240,000. One of those benefiting is Special Olympics Indiana, which provides opportunities in sports to children and adults with intellectual disabilities. President and CEO Jeff Moeller says they'll be cheering on the East to come up on top for the big check.
Whatever the donation amount may be, we're so thankful for it. And whatever the donation amount, we're certainly going to use it to improve the programs that we give to our athletes.
And the other organization that will receive a donation is the Boys and Girls Club of Indianapolis, which provides mentorship and tutoring for kids to grow up to be successful adults. And reps for both organizations say that at the end of the day, what matters is seeing the smiles on those kids' faces. Reporting live, Nico Panisi, WRTV.
Sounds amazing to me. Thanks, Nico, for that. And as Indy prepares for the NBA All-Star Weekend, a local lifestyle brand in downtown Indianapolis is gearing up for the big event with their largest launch to date. WRTV, or We Don't Run from Adversity, launched 40 new items on Saturday, including clothing and home goods. But they're not stopping there. The Black-owned business is teaming up with another minority-owned brand to release nearly a dozen more items for All-Star Weekend.
We are releasing our collaboration Strength in Numbers with St. Avenue, another homegrown brand. So we are centering it around sports in general because it's All-Star. We have Letterman jackets, pendants, basketballs, T-shirts, hoodies, socks. So it's a lot of different unique items.
WRTV will launch their collaboration on Friday at their storefront inside the Stutz building downtown on Capitol Avenue. Fentanyl overdoses are a rising problem in our country that lawmakers know about. Coming up here on WRTV, the idea in Congress to help fight them and if it could get any traction. Plus, a big deal surrounding a Hoosier native and the king of pop. Who's buying part of Michael Jackson's music catalog and how much it's worth? Todd.
All right, as the kids head off out to school here this morning to start a new work week, all is quiet. That is the good news. Temperatures are sitting generally right around the freezing mark, so it's chilly but not super cold. And then as we work our way throughout the afternoon hours, as they come home above normal once again into the mid-40s with mostly cloudy skies.
Hey, and this morning we want to know what you thought of Usher's halftime show. Give it a rating by heading to WRTV.com/vote now. Or by opening the push alert we sent to your phone. Time now is 5:39. You're watching Good Morning Indiana here on this Monday. Here at 5:42, let's start off this block with a little bit of good news, and that good news is there are no issues on the roadways around the Indianapolis area so far. Getting a live look at I-74 at State Road 267 in Brownsburg. We did some time checks for you. 8 minutes to the I-465 ramps from this part of town. The rise of fentanyl overdoses is an issue that public and health policymakers know is a problem, but solving it is easier than done. This morning, Scripps News reporter Joe St. George looks at one idea in Congress to save lives and if it stands a chance of actually becoming law.
Scripps News has chronicled the loss of life from overdoses for years.
I just don't want anybody else to feel the pain that I feel.
Ursula Picciano telling us the story of how her grandchild accidentally died from a fentanyl poisoning, one of hundreds of similar deaths involving children discovered by our Scripps News investigative team in recent months. Stephanie Robinson from Louisiana has a similar story about her grandson Mitchell.
I miss my grandbaby.
But will any of this heartache actually result in policy changes in Washington? There is a chance with something known as the Fend Off Fentanyl Act, which declares the trafficking of fentanyl across borders a national emergency. It imposes new sanctions on entities connected to the drug trade. It gives the Treasury Department new authority to flag fentanyl-related banking transactions, and it gives the Biden administration access to new funding streams to increase seizures.
90% of the drugs like fentanyl are coming through legal and commercial ports of entry.
Dr. Roel Gupta is director of the National Drug Control Policy under President Biden. He says most fentanyl, or the chemicals to make it, is entering the U.S. not through cracks in the southern border, but legal ports of entry. Many times shipping containers or trucks entering the U.S. are not scanned.
We need to make sure that there's proper technology, including drug detection machines, as well as officers. Prior to this administration, when you look at the numbers, only 2% of the private vehicular traffic and 17% of the cargo traffic was ever scanned by a machine.
Getting the technology, though, isn't cheap. In addition to the Fend Off Fentanyl Act, the Biden administration has asked Congress for over $1 billion to address the issue. Of course, whether or not anything passes is very much to be determined. For now, the legislation related to fentanyl has been inserted into bills related to funding Ukraine and Israel, making the issue more partisan. One thing is clear, though, the number of Americans impacted by overdoses, sadly, only continues to rise. Joe St. George, Scripps News, Washington.
5:45 here on your Monday. Products containing the cannabis compound Delta-8, sometimes known as diet weed, fueled a spike in calls to America's poison centers. In a recent report, the group says calls related to Delta-8 jumped 82% from 2021 to 2022. Provisional data for 2023 shows that trend leveling off, but public health experts warn that risk remain. They say that users may think they're taking something milder than they really are. And while their intoxication effects are generally less intense than some other THC products, they can cause adverse effects. This morning, police say a woman in a trench coat, armed with a long rifle, walked into a Lakewood church in Houston, Texas, and started firing. The woman was carrying a child. 2 off-duty officers returned fire and killed the woman. A 5-year-old child was injured and is in critical condition this morning. A 57-year-old man also was shot and is undergoing treatment. The church is led by famed pastor Joel Osteen. He says the shooting happened during a break between services. Police are still investigating the shooting and trying to determine a motive for this attack. This morning, Sony officials say they've reached a blockbuster deal with Michael Jackson's estate. According to Billboard, Sony will acquire half of the late superstar's music catalog. That includes a shared stake in mega hits like Beat It and Bad. This deal is reportedly valued at $1.2 billion. It's likely the largest transaction ever for a single musician's work. The King of Pop was born and raised in Northwest Indiana, along with his siblings. I'm sure it's going to go for that amount. $1.2 billion
right?
For those songs, right?
You know, try to just wrap your mind around that. $1.2 billion.
Right.
I mean, great songs, obviously, but man, that's a lot of money.
Classics there.
Classics, that's for sure. All right, outside right now. We're dealing with quiet conditions here across the area, which is good news as you start off the new work week, as the kids head off to school. This is a view from downtown looking to the north, and you can see way off in the distance, so visibility is not an issue for us here this morning. Your temperatures hovering generally right around the freezing mark, a little above here in Indy at 34, 32 in Muncie, a little bit below freezing in Lafayette at 28 degrees, and Bloomington is at 31. And as you look at the map, you can see there's mild air down to the south, cooler temperatures from Indy up towards Chicago and then eventually into Wisconsin, but no real bitter cold air, and that's the good news. So our temperatures are going to continue to run at or a little bit above normal for us. Where you do see the temperature spread here, say between Evansville and Nashville, that's where we'll have the potential of a little bit of wintry weather as we work our way into the evening hours. So it's south of central Indiana, but in case your travels do take you down towards Louisville or into the Kentucky area later on this evening, certainly need to be weather aware as you'll be running into some wintry conditions. Highs today will be topping off right around 41 in Logansport, 42 in Kokomo as you work your way south, a little bit warmer, 45 in Indy, that's above your normal high by a couple degrees. Then as you get to Martinsville, Shelbyville, and down into the Bedford area, temperatures will be approaching 50 degrees. You will see increasing clouds here as we go throughout the day today, but all in all, it's still a pretty decent day for us. We have this little band of cloud cover right now. It's just actually, you can almost connect it to this area of low pressure that's bringing snow now from near Kansas City down to Oklahoma City. And it's this area of low pressure that's going to make its way through Kentucky. The main low is going to make its way up towards the East Coast, and then the secondary low is going to feed into that, and that's what's going to bring a good amount of snow from Boston to New York later on tonight. So make sure you check with your airlines if you head in that direction. But closer to home, if you live in far southern locations, maybe Seymour, Bedford, you may catch a few rain showers here this evening, but the bulk of the more intense and heavier precipitation is going to be across the Ohio River down into Kentucky, and then eventually it pulls in some colder air, and there'll be a big burst over to some real wet snow, but that looks like it's going to happen from Cincinnati down towards Lexington. And so it's just really a glancing blow for us here in central Indiana with mainly some rain showers moving through, and it's only southern locales. Indy to the north, we should remain dry today, low temperature right around 30 degrees. Tomorrow's a decent day for us, partly cloudy, above normal once again, plenty of sunshine with temperatures in the mid-40s. And then as we get into your Valentine's Day, partly cloudy skies, high temperature near 50 degrees. So for the middle of February, very, very pleasant conditions across the area. Here's your 7-day planning forecast. And of course, all eyes eventually will be towards the end of the week here. And as we get into All-Star Weekend, there could be some rain showers on Thursday and then some rain and snow showers on Friday, but nothing major. And then as we work our way into Saturdays and then for the All-Star game on Sunday, low temperatures in the 20s and then high temperatures in the mid-30s on Saturday and into the low 40s on Sunday. Mark?
All right, Todd, thank you. We are 10 minutes away from 6 o'clock. Give you a live look at I-69 at Madison Avenue. This is up in Anderson there, and you can see it's still quiet in this area. Did a time check for you. 24 minutes from I-69 at Madison Avenue to the I-465 ramps. Good timing for you this morning. This morning, Instagram and Threads are making changes as election season swings into high gear. The platforms will no longer recommend content about politics. That means Explore pages and Reels will not suggest political material unless a user's settings allow it. The head of Instagram says the change aims to respect each person's desire for political content. Mortgage rates are finally starting to come down again. So what's the housing market like for 2024? Coming up here at 6 o'clock on Good Morning Indiana, we look at whether this is the spring to buy a home. Time now is 5:51. The Chinese New Year is being celebrated around the world. The festivities included a parade, traditional music, dancing, floats, and fireworks, all to mark the start of the Year of the Dragon. Lunar New Year begins with the first new moon of the lunar calendar and ends 15 days later on the first full moon. Folks here in the Circle City also gathered to celebrate Chinese New Year. The Indianapolis Chinese Community Center celebrated Lunar New Year with a gala. The event was filled with food, performances, and games. Event organizers say the gala is one of the biggest holidays of the year for the Chinese community.
Typically in China, people will return back home, kind of like Thanksgiving almost, and celebrate with their families. But because, all of us here kind of have to stay in the U.S., it kind of creates a space for the community to celebrate as one big family, even though, they're so far away from their relatives at home.
The Indianapolis Chinese Community Center is the largest nonprofit Chinese organization in central Indiana. I do know I'm a Scorpio, and I also know that I was born in the Year of the Dragon as well, too.
All right. I don't know what year I was. Well, I know which year I was born in. I don't know what.
We're going to find it out. We're going to find it out at the break.
We'll find it out, but I'm a Libra. I do know that.
And enjoys long walks on the beach.
Evenly balanced. So, all right. Outside right now, we're dealing with quiet conditions. A live look in Carmel this morning there as you look towards City Hall. Temperatures are sitting in the 20s and 30s. So 27 in northern locations like Kokomo and Logansport, 34 in Indy. Although there you see the numbers just came in at the top of the hour. An updated live for you there. Down to 33 now in Indy, 29 in Bloomington. As we go forward here throughout the day today, clouds will increase, but overall a pretty dry day. The exception will be this evening. We'll have some rain and snow showers in far southern locations. Nothing major, and we'll talk more about them coming up in the next hour or so of Good Morning Indiana. Otherwise, temperatures today, Mark, will be topping off in the mid-40s.
All right, Todd, sounds good to me. Giving you a live look on the roadways. I-465 at US 421 and Michigan Road. Smooth sailing so far, although more people are getting on the roadways as we approach the 6 o'clock hour. Keep it right here. We've got more of Good Morning Indiana headed your way right after this break.